welcome back to another video, guys. Today I'm going to be doing the 10 style challenge. This one was a bit of a doozy. It took me about 10 hours in total for the art and a few more hours on top for the editing and voiceover. So I hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. I started off with my own style, of course. My style has changed since I did this, partially because it's been a while and partially because I've learned so much from this style challenge, and I would highly recommend doing it. It does take a lot of time, but maybe if you don't have as much time for art, just do a 5 style challenge, or even a 3 style challenge. And I think just every single style on here showed me a different thing that I'd like to do in my own artwork. And I'll be talking about that for each of them, including what makes their styles so unique. I've chosen 10 YouTubers, and 8 of them are warrior cat YouTubers. 2 of them only draw humans, so that was a surprise. Well, I don't know if surprise is the right word, but I guess it's a surprise for you guys. Here's the finished one, and let me show you a bit of my more recent artwork so you can see just how much I've improved. Definitely a lot. I made both of these today. But anyway, my next one is Blixemi. I really love her songs, and her art style is just as unique. She has really sparkly eyes, and I love how she draws her ears. Plus, her tails are huge. Also, her expressions are just so cute. Her style it's just so pretty. I love it. Her proportions were way different from mine, so I had to do some measurements first, but I think I got it pretty well. My line art, I was gonna try a more pixelated brush since that's what her line art seems like to me, but I just couldn't find one that suited it, so I just did a regular pen and it turned out just fine, so it looks like it was just me overthinking things. I struggled a bit with the eyes, but in the end I think I got them pretty well. Yeah, this was just really fun. Her style is a blast to do, and oh my goodness, like, I couldn't help but add those little eyelids on my character. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, each of these will be my own character, just in the artist's style, so I'm not drawing their character, just mine. I also added those little lines that she tends to put on her face. I think those are super cute. And I mean, I personally wouldn't put it in my style, but it's just super unique, and I like it. The way she draws paws is also really cool, and I didn't even notice it before now. It just shows you what you notice when you're trying like really hard to copy the other person's style. And then I started adding the color, and I immediately knew something was off. I tried putting different color at the edges, but that didn't really do the trick for me, so I saturated the colors up some more. And turns out that was actually what it needed. I took a look at her art again, and she tends to use a lot more saturated colors than I do. So I think that it was a good decision that I made. Okay, next is my friend Tori. I found her through one of her streams, and she is awesome. You should definitely go check her out. She's super underrated. Great warrior cat animator. Her eyes are really unique, and I love the way she draws mouths. Her lip sync is gorgeous. She changed styles pretty recently, but I think I was able to capture it oh well. Yeah, her eyes, I don't know, there's just something about her eyes. They're pretty. I can't stop talking about her eyes. Those are but yeah, hers took me pretty small time. Just like, I don't know, maybe 50 minutes? Longer than my own, but shorter than most of them. Because it's pretty simplistic. What's not simplistic though is this next style, Amelia Bothe. I struggled with this one. And in the end, I'm not sure I was able to capture her style. But I did do my best. And you know, that's what counts. I tried a first pose and got about halfway through lining the face before I decided it was not good. So I redid the pose, and also watched an Odd Ones Out video, and then I kept going. Yeah, sorry about that, I forgot to cut that out. But yeah. I was streaming while doing this and the next 3 ones, so you might see a little bit of other screens too. My apologies for that. Her eyes are super unique and I had a really hard time with them. It took me a lot of tries, but after a while I think I got them at least semi-well. I don't know. She and a lot of other YouTubers have circular pupils, which is hard for me because I don't usually do that. Her paws were also very difficult, because usually I just make mine little wedges and leave it at that. But I really like this part of her style, and I implemented it into my own style after finishing the style challenge. I just love those little paws. They're super cute. And then I added the colors. I made them a bit more pastel because I feel like that's what she would do with her style. I also, since the pupils were just black, I made the eye itself a bit more yellow. And there it is, all done. Next is TennelleFlowers. And this is one where, although I didn't struggle that much, I don't think I was able to really capture the style either. I just kind of let it be because I wasn't sure how to make it better. She has really good shape language, and I really love all of her designs, but I wasn't exactly sure how to make her style look more like hers, other than just making rough line art and drawing eyes kind of the way she does. Her style, although it does look very unique, it's a combination of a lot of other features that are hard to pinpoint for me. I did my best though, and I hope I was able to do it justice. I changed my design up a little bit since her designs tend to be more complicated though. I also used a rough brush. Instead, I made my whole mane purple instead of just my stomach fur, and then I also made the toes white, while they're usually colored in. Now here, I did MoodleDoodle. She actually uses the same program as I do, Medibang Paint, and she uses it very well. Oh man, her style is something that's always been an inspiration for me, and I think I actually did a pretty good job with this one. I'm satisfied with it. This is the last style I think I was streaming for, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, I really like how she draws the body. It's kind of subtle, but she has a very defined, I don't know what to call it. Like her back shape, it's not just one line. It's like, you can really clearly see the shoulder blade and like the muscles for the legs. It's just really cool, and I thought I had to do a sitting down pose because whenever she draws those, I just go, whoa. Okay, on to the next one. This is another one of my friends, Lunar Tempest. She's also severely underrated, so you should definitely check her out. She has a really varied line width style, so I had a bit of difficulty with that, but other than that, I think I got it pretty well. I mean, she also changed her style, like, right after I finished doing hers. So, whoopsies. And it's a really good change, but I am kind of salty. There we go, though. That one I did pretty quick, since she doesn't use much time to clean up her line work. Next is Lavendertowne, and sorry, I forgot to change the name at the bottom right. But there's a problem here, because Lavendertowne doesn't usually draw animals. She usually draws people, and she also has a very varied line width. But I did my best, and I wasn't exactly sure how she'd approach it, so I gave it a more human-like stance than most of my others, because I feel like that's something she would do, seeing as she draws humans most of the time, and it's probably second nature to her. I also gave those nice pupils with a little mark in it. Well, it doesn't have to be a mark, but just something. Oh man, here we go. This is my absolute favorite, Sagutoyas. Sagutoyas' art style is just so unique, like extremely tiny line width, which is pretty rare for an animated style in Warrior Cats. And, she's just, Sally, how do you do this? Despite the difficulty, I think I actually got it really well. The eyes are so cool. Like, they really pop because they're the only part of the style that have really thick lines. Her teeth were really hard to get right, but I think in the end I got it. And that manic expression on my Sona, I love looking at this one. the paw was a real struggle for me, so I had to pull up a reference and put it right next to it. But I think after referencing, it looks good. At least kinda. And then I just finished the line work. This one took me a while because I had to be really precise. I'd say maybe an hour and a half. And overall, I think I really got this style. That might be a bit presumptuous of me, but I think I did well. I changed the colors a bit and did some tweaks to the eye, but I really like this. I also like that I got to draw my claws. Almost no one knows that they're actually yellow on my Sona because I never get to draw them. Oh no. The last one. I am so sorry, ABD Illustrates, because I butchered your style. You've even drawn a cat before, but somehow I have regrets about this. I couldn't do this. I wanted to drawing a really smooth line art style, not like your style in the drawing you actually made of a cat, because I felt like that wasn't true to you. But then I ended up just not even knowing what I was doing. I toyed around with drawing a human character for a bit, but I quickly got rid of that. This is a Warrior Cats challenge for the most part, and I wanted to keep it pretty consistent. I'm trying to draw a Snowcat, not snow human. But yeah, you can see how many sketches I did. It's an insane amount. And this is the one I finally end up keeping. And I don't like it. Let me just put that out there. I don't like it. I don't think I got it accurately. I gave up. And I'll admit that. And I'll take it too, because this is the only style out of all of them where I just couldn't take it. So I guess that's a loss. But 9 out of 10 isn't that bad. That's an A-. Anyway, ABD, thank you so much for inspiring this video, and thank you to everyone watching. I didn't include a lot of popular content creators like Moonkitty and Rose Shards and other people that I really did want to include because I just couldn't fit them all. And it was a struggle. But here are all of the finished ones. Have a nice time looking at them, and I'll catch you guys later. If you want me to do a part 2, then I'd love to. However, this was a ton of work, and unless this video gets a lot of attention, I don't think it's worth it for me to keep doing this, because this by far took the longest out of any of my videos to get out. Still, thank you for watching, and enjoy your spring break like I'm enjoying mine. Have a nice day.